Commander Zekthar of the Galactic Council watched the human vessel approach through the swirling crimson storms of Karthak Prime. The ship moved with an unsettling grace through atmospheric conditions that would tear apart most Council vessels like tissue paper. Lightning that could power entire cities crackled harmlessly across its hull, while acid rain that dissolved titanium alloys simply rolled off its surface like water. "Sir, the human vessel is requesting permission to land," his communications officer reported, mandibles clicking nervously. They're ignoring the planetary quarantine warnings. Zekthar's 4 eyes narrowed. 3 cycles ago, the Karthaki had sent their desperate plea across the galaxy. Their homeworld was dying, volcanic eruptions, toxic storms, and radiation levels that made survival impossible for most species. The Council had written them off as another casualty of cosmic misfortune. Too dangerous to approach, too costly to evacuate. Then the humans had responded. "What kind of aid ship ignores safety protocols?" Zekthar muttered, studying the vessel's specifications. The readings made no sense. The ship wasn't equipped with standard rescue equipment or medical bays. Instead, it bristled with mining equipment, atmospheric processors, and what appeared to be terraforming technology. The human vessel touched down in the middle of a sulfur storm that was registering temperatures hot enough to melt lead. Through the observation deck's reinforced windows, Zekthar watched a figure emerge from the ship without any visible environmental protection. Just a simple breathing mask and what looked like standard work clothes. "Impossible," whispered his science officer. "The atmospheric pressure alone should crush any organic being, and the toxicity levels are about the same as old Earth's industrial cities," came a voice through the comm system. The human had somehow tapped into their frequency. "Commander Zekthar, I presume? Captain Sarah Chun of the UES Prometheus. We received your people's distress call." "Captain Chun," Zekthar replied carefully, "our readings show your vessel lacks standard rescue equipment. What kind of aid are you prepared to offer?" A pause. Then, something that might have been laughter. "Aid? Commander, you misunderstand. We're not here to rescue the Karthaki from their world. We're here to rescue their world from its problems." On the surface below, more humans were emerging from the ship. They moved with casual efficiency through conditions that would kill most galactic species in minutes. One was taking soil samples while standing in a pool of acid. Another was setting up equipment directly beside a lava flow, treating the molten rock like nothing more than a minor inconvenience. "The Prometheus isn't a rescue ship, Commander," Captain Chun continued. "She's an industrial vessel. My crew consists of atmospheric engineers, geological specialists, and environmental restoration experts. We've spent the last 2 centuries learning how to fix broken worlds, mostly because we broke our own so many times." Zekthar watched in fascination and growing horror as the human team began deploying massive atmospheric processors. Within hours, they had established a base of operations that would have taken Council forces weeks to construct, assuming they could survive the environment at all. "You see, Commander, most species look at a world like this and see death. Humans look at it and see potential. We see a planet that just needs some engineering." The volcanic activity began to change. Somehow, the humans were redirecting magma flows, using the planet's own geological fury to power their equipment. Storm patterns started shifting as massive atmospheric processors came online, gradually filtering toxins from the air while converting volcanic gases into breathable atmosphere. "But the radiation, the toxic atmosphere, the geological instability," Zekthar protested. "Tuesday on old Earth," came the dry response. "Commander, you're looking at this backwards. You called us because you thought the Karthaki needed saving from a death world. But here's the thing about humans, we don't just survive death worlds. We fix them." 6 months later, Karthak Prime had blue skies for the first time in millennia. The Karthaki themselves could hardly believe it as they watched their children play in actual sunlight, breathing unfiltered air. The Council learned something that day about humanity that would reshape galactic politics forever. When humans encountered a problem too dangerous for others to approach, they didn't send aid ships. They sent engineers.